Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be discussing this weekend's fixture, that being Celtic versus St Mirren in the Scottish Premiership. But before we do get into the video guys, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Scottish football content. Okay guys, let's get straight into the video and discuss this match. Let's start with the home side, that of course being Celtic. It seems like a long time ago now since Celtic lost that opening game against Hearts at Tynecastle on the opening game of the season, as they've gone on a decent winning run since then, beating Jablonec twice, beating Dundee, beating Hearts and AZ Alkmaar of course last Thursday. A lot of fans were discussing about the first 2 or 3 games of the winning streak that, Celtic haven't played a good enough side. Then they played Hearts and really played them off the park, a team that had already beat them this season, and then played AZ Alkmaar, who finished 3rd in the Eredivisie and competed in the Europa League group stages against Napoli and Real Sociedad. Celtic have shown that they can go up against a mix of different teams and still play the same way and still get the same sort of outcome. Look, it's early on in the season still, but I do personally think Celtic are title challengers. A lot of people wrote off Celtic at the start of the season, as did I, because I didn't see what was happening. I didn't see, before a ball was being kicked, it looked disastrous. The recruitment didn't look very good at all. But things have changed in the matter of 3 weeks, and I do think that Celtic can compete for the title. My only worry for Celtic, I suppose, is that they don't have the squad depth. They don't have loads of players in different positions, so if one gets injured, or just the high intensity of Ange Postecoglou's philosophy and the way he likes to play is very exhausting, and playing Thursday to Sunday, Thursday to Sunday, Thursday to Sunday over 4 or 5 months really does take its toll on your players. So I'll be interested to see how Celtic come through those months. But that is a subject for another time, and we're here to talk about Celtic versus St Mirren. Celtic, of course, massive favourites going into this one, having won 5 games on the bounce and playing at home in front of a huge crowd. I'll get onto St Mirren in a minute as to why I don't think they'll win their game and their own sort of problems that they've got. But in short, I do think Celtic are going to win this one pretty comfortably. I think we're going to see a similar performance to what we've seen between Celtic and Dundee and Celtic versus Hearts. I think Celtic are going to go all-out attack. Well, I know they're going to go all-out attack, and I don't think St Mirren are going to be able to combat it. I think this way, or this Ange ball as they like to call it, is a new philosophy. It's a new style of play, and opposition managers do not know how to combat it just yet. I think St Mirren will probably go in there like most smaller teams do, with the idea of setting up a huge block and trying to stop Celtic from playing their way of football and kind of frustrate them. But Celtic have never been really short of ideas so far this season. Especially against Dundee and Hearts, they never really had any shortage of ideas. They created so many chances and could have scored so many more goals in those games. So yeah, I really do think Celtic are just going to come out the blocks and win this game pretty comfortably and get 3 points on the board before that all-important Old Firm game next weekend, which is going to be a very interesting match. Moving on to St Mirren, and look, they've been in pretty bad form towards the start of the season. Of course, going out of the cup against Livingston, albeit it was on penalties, but losing against Hearts and drawing against Dundee in their opening 2 matches. To be fair, I don't think St Mirren played particularly bad against Hearts. I watched the highlights back, and they kind of went 1-0 down from a freak goal from Andy Halliday. But they did create chances in the game, so St Mirren do have the qualities to maybe go forward and try and create something, but I just think Celtic's a bit of a bid too far. As I said, they were creating stuff against Hearts and Midlothian, but Celtic is a step above, I think, is a level above, and especially in the cauldron that is Celtic Park, it is going to be very difficult. I think St Mirren's best bet is to just try and kind of nullify the attacking players somehow, maybe just play the block, or just play on the counter-attack. As I said, with Celtic, the back door is always left open. There's always an opportunity to sting them on the counter-attack, and we've seen in games, in that AZ Alkmaar game, in the Hearts game, that they can concede goals even though they are dominating the ball and making loads and loads of chances. So that could be a solution to St Mirren's game plan. I'm interested to see how Jim Goodwin sets up for this one after seeing Celtic kind of breeze their way through those sort of oppositions over the last 5 games. So I really am interested to see how it pans out. It brings me to my sort of score prediction, and I'm going to go for it, guys. I'm going to go for 4-0 Celtic. I think chances are going to be inevitable. It's whether they sort of convert it. That Kyago Furuhashi looks dangerous, by the way. And I think he'll probably get on the score sheet again tomorrow in front of Celtic Park. And yeah, I think Celtic are going to win that game pretty comfortably 4-0. And yeah, it will be over to the Europa League game after that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you do smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Scottish football content. Of course, as a preview, we will be live for the Celtic versus St Mirren game for live commentary. So make sure you tune in for that one, guys, and meet your fellow subscribers. Thank you so much for watching the video. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.